So, welcome to the Great Discovery, everyone. This is our live Wednesday trainings. And this evening, I'm going to be sharing how to make and create posts for your channel. We're going to talk channels again. And a lot of times people get stuck on, I don't know how to build a channel. I don't know what I should be posting. How do I figure that out? Well, I have a solution tonight for you. So, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you can see what it is I'm talking about. And we're going to get started. So here we have, this is all about how your channel can be a lifestyle brand and how to create content that your members are going to want. So the big picture for this whole thing is, what do I mean when I say lifestyle brand? What am I talking about? What does that mean? I just thought I was building a community around my products. I don't know what I'm doing here. But it's not a product or a service or a course. It's that feeling, it's that identity. When people say, what should my community be like? I always say, I want it to feel like home. I want it to feel like you can come in and everything is there for you that you would want to have, that will enhance your life, enhance what you're doing. So I want to give you an example of what I feel is an amazing lifestyle brand. And I'm going to let you think about this. So Nike, they don't just sell shoes. If they were just a shoe company, we wouldn't be talking about them. And it wouldn't be this thing that we had to have. No one would be spending $500 on Jordans. It wouldn't be a thing. What they're selling is motivation, grit, that just do it energy. So your channel on TGD, your community should be a hub for what your lifestyle brand is about. So your question is going to be, okay, so what is my lifestyle brand? How do I even figure that out? Well, if you think about Nike, I wrote some things down that come to mind. You can feel free to put in the chat. What comes to mind when you think about Nike? Is it about fitness, sports? Is it adventurous? Do you feel like you're healthy? If you're wearing Nikes, does it make you feel like you're making healthy choices? Are you getting out there, taking chances? It's this whole, maybe it's celebrity, maybe you equate it with all the people that are the best of the best wear Nikes. That's the lifestyle brand that they are creating. So I'm going to show you what I do. This is something I do with my podcasters. So this is sketch, and I'm going to give you this. So don't feel like you have to write this stuff down. I'm going to put my PDF in the chat. It's got all of this in it. Okay. All of this. So we want to talk about some different categories. We're going to talk about experience. What's the experience that you want them to get? What is the emotional connection that they have? What are their interests? What is the thing that's important to them? What are their expectations? What are they hoping to get from being a member of your channel? What's the desired image? What is their desired image? What are their aspirations, and what problems do you solve? So I did this one for Nike with experience. I put, well, we want it to be obviously comfortable, that we're out in the world, that has these aesthetics. It looks cool. Celebrities wear it. We take action when we wear it. Emotional connections will make you feel motivated, energized, empowered. Audience interests, well, our audience, our members, their fitness is important, or sports, or outdoors, or being adventurous. Their expectations, they expect it to have quality in it, that it's fashionable, that they're in the in crowd, right? That it's got a lot of versatility. We can find what we want, comfort. And so you can see throughout all of these, I'm giving you different examples of what makes this more than just a pair of sneakers. It's a lifestyle brand. So I want you to start thinking about what your company is, what it is that you do, and how that becomes a lifestyle brand. This is how you're going to identify your target audience. It's going to help you put things together that your audience and that your members are going to respond to, and they're going to want to see. So first things, the audience interests. So what are they interested in? What do they actually care about? You should make a list. What are the things that people that buy your products, that do the things that you're doing, what are their interests? What is their thing? I like the coffee shop test. So if I had when I have smaller networking groups or I have smaller groups that I pull together, I always like to ask them a question about get the conversation. What are they talking about? What's top of mind for them? What's important to them right now? And that will change over time, right? Depending on what's happening in their business, in their life, in the world, in all different kinds of ways. And then you need to write down the top 3 things that you think your members would geek out about or stress about or worry about, or what are those 3 common denominators that they have, right? And then what are your audience's expectations? Why are they here? Why are they coming? Why are they joining your membership? I mean, it could be a paid membership. Why are they paying you to be a part of your group? So do they want an education? Are they looking for educational things? Are they looking for entertainment? Do they want inspiration? They want all of those things. What is that thing that they're expecting from you? What is that weekly value? You don't want to, the our channels have to be active. We need to be posting in them. We need to be connecting with people that are commenting. The more we're posting in there, and the more we're going to drive people to it. And then we need to share out what it is we're posting about. And every page, I've talked about this in the past, every page is a landing page. Every post is a landing page. So you can take that post that you just made that you think is the best thing ever, that your audience is going to love, and then you can share that post out and drive more people to become a member of your channel, right? And then define, set your standard, what's the value for them, and then define your promise. In this channel, you will always get what? What is that thing? What is the thing that they can count on? They're going to come there. They want to see what you've put out. What is the thing that they're expecting to get? The emotional connection. This tugs at the heartstrings. This is a thing that moves people to action. It makes them want to do something and make a change in their life, put something new into whatever their business is that they're looking for. So how do you want them to feel? We buy and we do things a lot on our emotions. So we don't remember the facts, but we remember the story they told us. We remember how we made them feel when they came. That's why I say I always want my community to feel like home. Like you're welcome to come in at any time. You can kick off your shoes. You can go in the fridge and take out whatever you want to eat. That this is a place that you belong and that you are always welcome. And you don't have to ask for things. You can just become a part of it. And how do you want them to feel? Are you trying to motivate them? Are you trying to bring them some calmness? Maybe you're working with people that they're very anxious and they just need that meditations, those motivations, that calming effect. What is that? What is the thing that they get when they're part of your tribe? So then pick 2 feelings that you want your channel to deliver every single time. Okay. This is all homework for you guys as you're putting this. I want this to be the roadmap to how you're putting your channel together. Then it's like, so what is their desired image? How do they want to be seen? Your members, they're going to share your content, join your conversations. They're going to be a part of your community. So what is their identity? What do they feel like? If it's a fitness channel, maybe it's not just workouts. They want to feel like an athlete. They want to feel empowered. So you need some motivational things in there as well, right? It's one thing to just be like, okay, I'm going to lift weights. Here's the workout of the day. But how are you getting them to that workout? How are you getting them to put on the whatever outfit they're going to work out in and push the button to hit play and watch the workout? How are you getting them to that point? How are you lifting them up? And then how are you rewarding them after that workout? Are you cheering them on? Are you saying, see, you did it. You made that step today. You can do another one. Let's do it tomorrow again. So align your content with how they want to show up in the world. So aspirations, where are they going? What is their end goal? Where you're taking them on a journey to reach their goal. What is that end goal? How does your channel, how do your posts, how does your value, your content help them get to where they want to go? Do they want if it's business, do they want more clients? Are they looking for more freedom? Are they looking for growth? Are they looking for time management? What are they looking for, right? If you have a parenting channel, what do they want? Do they want to raise confident, amazing humans that can travel to France and take on life in a whole new country? Is that your goal, to raise them to that level? What are you giving them? How are you parenting them? How are we giving them the confidence to do the things? These parents want tips. They want actionable things. They want reinforcement. They want to understand that there's not going to be great days every single day, that there might be some down days. There's going to be, challenges. How are you supporting them through that? So write 2 to 3 like future wins that your members are looking for. What are they dreaming of doing? And then create the content that's going to take them there. And then what's the journey inside your channel? How are you mapping it out for them so that they can see where their journey is, right? Make sure you're using the right titles and the right things so that they gets their attention. Pin posts to the top of the page so that they can see, oh, this is the newest thing that's on here, or this is something that's important that I need to stop and look at, right? And of course, do that welcome post. Let everybody know they're in the right place. What is in the welcome post? Let them know when you have that lifestyle brand, when you know what the dreams are, what the problems are, where they want to be, how they want to feel, and what they want to do, and what their end goal is, you can put that in the welcome post. You can tell them, when you join this membership, you're going to get this. We hear you, we feel you. This is the space. If you're suffering from this, if you're fighting with this, if you really want to get to this point, if you're growing your business all by yourself and you want help, we're going to give you help. This is their space. This is your community. Remember, they're a member of it. You're all in this together. So it needs to speak to what they want to do. So that should be in a welcome post. Then they know they're in the right place and they can choose their membership after that. So write out that first week journey for a new member. What does it look like? What do you want them to do when they come in? Make sure that's in that welcome post. And then what do you help them with? People stick around when their problems get solved. You're not going to solve everything all at once, all the time, but you're going to give them steps, step by step, as you walk them through it. What are they struggling with? What are their biggest headaches? What have their wins been? How does this content make their life easier, their business easier, their parenting easier, whatever it is that they're doing? So make a list of the 3 common problems and then plan content that's going to give them solutions. So when we put this all together, we're going to help you build your channel as that lifestyle brand. It's going to be a thriving community because you put thought and energy and effort into figuring out what it is that they need that you are fulfilling for them. You can have different tiers in there, different membership levels. So the ones that are just hanging out and they want the free one, they're going to get just the free stuff. And it's going to help them out. But if they really want a deep dive, you're going to be driving them to upgrade to a paid membership where you really get into the good stuff, right? Where this is the place you really want to be. And then create posts, plan your content. Make sure your posts are planned out. And I'm going to give you on my PDF, I'm going to give you a list of things so that you'll have post ideas and different things that you can do. And then keep members involved. It's not passive. If you're listening to your audience, if you're seeing what are the posts they're responding to, what are the questions they are asking, what is generating conversations, that's telling you that's something they want more of. So deliver what they expect, and that will build trust and loyalty in your brand. And it's really, really important. So what kind of posts can you make? Welcome and orientation, a welcome post, which should be pinned to the top of your page. And we're going to hop into the platform here in just a sec. Value-packed education. Make sure that you're giving them 1 or 2 concepts per post. Do not do more than 2. If you have a call to action, make it 1 call to action. You don't want to confuse them or give them too many things. A confused mind never buys or takes action. So make sure you're clear and concise and give them small bits of information. Give them some emotional and motivational posts. They are looking for that. Keep them motivated. Bring them back for more. And then do some what we call engagement boosters. These should be maybe a poll, maybe an ask me anything. Maybe something where they can actually feel like they're contributing to things. This is an engagement booster. You're getting valuable feedback from your audience. Lifestyle and identity builders are great. Problem solving posts are good, but don't forget to have some interactive and fun posts as well. I like posting something that's just for fun every once in a while that has nothing. I'm not trying to sell them anything. I'm not trying to push them into anything. There's not even a call to action. I just want them to laugh and smile and feel good and be like, that lifted my day. That's just what I needed today. Aspirational content, maybe show some success stories or show some things that are possible if they stick to it. You're trying to get them to stay motivated and stay engaged. And then you can also do a content series, right? What is a content series or a recurring of features? Well, content series can be like a 4-part post. So there's 4 posts that go together. Make sure you're using titles that tie them all together so they can be searched and they can find what they're looking for. But give them part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, or however many parts you do it as a 2-part, a 3-part, whatever you want. People love that they're getting every week, they're getting a little bit of what it is that they need to do, and then they can take action with it and come back next week and do the next part of it. It's not overwhelming to them. If you have a big concept you're trying to teach them, break it into portions that are easier for them to digest and feel like they're accomplishing their goals. And then the recurring features can be anything. This goes back to my preschool days when I was teaching preschool and kindergarten and first and second grade. I like to have things planned out that every Monday I was going to do that motivational post. And every Thursday I was going to ask them questions and want to know get their feedback, right? So you can plan those days. It'll help you create your posts. And that is it for that. I'm going to stop for just a second and see if there's any questions so far. I know I went kind of fast. Like I said, I'm going to put that PDF in the chat actually right now, so I do not forget. And Beverly, I see your hand is raised.
Gosh, this is like totally awesome. Mary and I were just talking about that this morning as to what can we put on our channels that are going to like really make them stand out and bring it all together and have people want to go in there and participate. So it couldn't have been more perfect timing. And
Good.
this really got my juices going, my cogs are going. So yeah, thank you very much for sharing this. It's powerful.
You're welcome. And like I said, you didn't have to write any of it down. I put all of it in the PDF so it's nice and easy. And I gave you a worksheet in there so you can fill in the blanks on some of the things and figure this out and spend some time with it. Because I think it'll really help you like know who your customer is better, know what it is they're looking for, and then be able to provide content for a very long time instead of just a little bit of content. You should be able to keep learning from them and getting that content that they're looking for out to them. Joyce, go ahead.
So
Oh, sorry, Beverly, were you done?
I was just going to say, where are we going to find the replay to this? Will it be on TGD?
It sure will.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Joyce.
Yes, she just asked the question that I was going to ask, but I got 2 others. Now, how do I attract people to my channel? Maybe you said that and I missed it.
No, I tapped on it just a little bit, but let me explain. So everything on your channel, I would say start creating posts, and then every post can be its own landing page. So I will show you what that looks like, and this will hopefully help. So okay, so I'm on my podcasting page. And if I scroll down, you'll see that I have my welcome post. I can click on this welcome post and you'll see that now it becomes its own landing page. You're going to go to the top, make sure your affiliate link is on there. Mine says Alex, so I'm going to change it to my affiliate link. So question mark, it doesn't have the question mark in here, but you can just slip it on the end. It says affiliate equals Bree so that I know it's mine. Then I can copy this and I can send people right to my welcome post, or I can do it with any post that I do on the platform. And so I would just copy that link and then I could post that and it would bring it up wherever I'm posting it on social media, or if I'm putting it in an email for somebody. Hey, check out my new channel. This is what I've got going on. I'd love to have you join the community. Or if you've got a post that's about something, you can share that. Maybe it's a new feature or something new that you're doing or a new course that you just came out with. If you're writing about it in your channel, then you can go to that post and then share the link to it, and that'll direct them right to it. And it'll also prompt them if they go down and they want to comment. I'm logged in, so it'll let me comment, but if I want to comment, it will say join to comment, and they'll see that they can join. You'll be able to click the button and it'll take them to sign up. If it's a free membership, that will just ask them for their name and their email.
So can I join your podcast or your channel so I
Yes.
can learn here?
Yes, absolutely. You sure can.
And how do I do that?
I'm going to put the link in the chat. Everyone here is pretty much signed up, so you don't need my affiliate link on it, but yes, you can go ahead and join it. That's my welcome to my podcasting page. You're welcome.
Thank you, Bree.
You're welcome. Anything else, Joyce? You said you had 2 questions.
No, that's it.
Okay, perfect. Doyle, go ahead.
First of all, thanks again for sharing all this with us, Bree. Can non-members see that post?
Yes, I made it a public post.
Okay. Okay.
I always recommend the welcome post should be a public post.
Got it.
That anybody can see it and you can share it. Yes. Good question, though. That's a great question.
I remember the other day you showing us the different types of posts and all that. Any tips on engagement? I paused back in March, but I've got a list of about 300 people. I put out a weekly email, motivation, personal growth, blah, 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 every week for 3 years, except for the week that I had COVID so bad I couldn't hardly breathe. But anyway, I always had such a hard time getting them to gauge, like take a survey or do a poll or reply, et cetera, et cetera. I might get 1 or 2 out of the 300. And I tried all kinds of different things, but what have you found that works for your tribe?
You need to tell them what you want them to say. That's the hardest thing for people. You can't have too big of an ask. So you should always ask them a question. You should always ask them their opinion or their feedback or their experience or what have they tried or what have they done or what struggles have they had. Remember to make an ask is not too big and not too small. Too small of an ask is say yes if this has happened to you, and then you just get yes. That doesn't give you anything. That's a hard conversation to continue. So make sure you're asking them so that they have to at least write something, and then don't make it too big that they either have to do too many things to answer the question or they have to be too vulnerable to answer the question. That is a hard thing for people, is being vulnerable. So I use it, I ask questions that maybe don't ask them their specific information, but what are their thoughts on something or what have they experienced? Make sure you're asking those kinds of questions. And when you do get somebody that responds to the question, make sure you answer them quickly and then ask another question to continue that conversation. You want to, and then, to be honest, I think when you're first getting started or if you're struggling, change things up, try some different things and see what does get a response from people and do more of that. If that seems to be what they're looking for, they're giving you their feedback, right? And then you can also, I've done this in events and different things where I'll have 3 people with me and we will go and comment on each other's posts just to give it activity and have a conversation with one another. So that can help to show that, I know that you're kind of like manipulating it a little bit, but it does get the activity rolling, and it's like first person to dance at the dance, right? Who's the first one? Once one person and a couple people go out there, then all of a sudden the dance floor's packed. So it's that same sort of idea.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Clara, go ahead.
Yes, excuse me. From what you're saying, we can drip information over many weeks, right? About
Yes.
the one course, a course. Okay. And then, wow, the other question I had is, oh, how many channels can an individual create?
Well, you can, I mean, you have to pay for them. So it's however much money you want to spend. I have two.
Mm-hmm.
But you can have different membership tiers. And so in the second half of this training tonight, I'm going to show you one of the things that I am doing with my one of my channels that might be interesting to people to try out. So you can have different memberships that cover different things all within the one channel.
Okay. So you can have different subject matters in one channel,
As long as they relate
creating
to
one.
one another.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I would say you want to keep them under the same umbrella. So my
Okay.
umbrella is podcasting and media. So
Mm-hmm.
I have podcast training, I have podcast tips, that my free stuff, and I'm doing I do production. I have a production membership. So if you want me to come and help produce your show for you, and then I also have, I'm just starting to add them, are podcasts themselves. Like a whole one of my I do 5 podcasts, 6 podcasts now. So one of my memberships is just for one of my podcasts.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
So it all fits under that podcasting and media umbrella, but they are different. The content is different in each one.
Okay, so then I'm doing wellness, and there are many dimensions to the wellness package. So I could put all dimensions of my wellness package under one umbrella. That's what
Sure.
you're saying, right? Okay. And how, what's the length of time that you would want to say just drip information on one specific topic? 1 week, 2 weeks? How would you do that? How would you structure that?
It's
Or
really up to you. I mean, if you want to do a course, I would put that under courses and maybe not in the membership. But if you want to
okay.
do a supplemental or another way where they're gonna be getting live content and they're gonna have different things in it, and you want people to be able to pay it monthly, which is what these community channels are all about,
Yes.
then yes, have a membership for that. It depends on what your community's expectations are. So if you're giving them enough, that's going to be like, this is what we're doing this week. You could do it weekly. I don't think I would do it like once a month. I would do it maybe weekly or
Right.
twice a week. It just
Mm-hmm.
depends. Just know that it's going to be it. Anything you're putting in there is a heavy workload on you. You're the
Mm-hmm.
one that's providing the content all the time. It's up to you as a
Mm-hmm.
channel owner to stay on top of that and to facilitate, the engagement and connecting with the people and welcoming them in and talking to them and responding to their comments and to keep that engagement up. So it's a balance. It's what you feel most comfortable with. My recommendation would be maybe once a week.
Okay, and then I don't want it to just be static content. I want to be visible, as in doing some Zoom coaching, etc. So if I'm putting up content that's going to be weekly, a dimension each week, where in that would I break it up and just do Zoom coaching? Say bi-weekly or monthly? How would I fit that in?
Like I said, it's going to be entirely up to you on how often you want to do your group coaching, what they're paying for, how
Mm-hmm.
costly it is. And, I've done my one of my channels, I do coaching twice a week. So
Okay.
it just depends. I have individual coaching and then I have group coaching. So I do both. So they get an individual and they get a group. It's kind of just depends. So it's really how you want to structure it.
And it
There
brings me
isn't
to
a
another
set
question that
thing. Yeah, go ahead.
no, it brings me to another question I hadn't thought about. If I wanted to do group coaching slash individual coaching, then should those fees be included up front in the membership, or
Yes.
would they be separate fees or just included in the membership?
I would include it in the membership package and make sure you know how you're pricing it. Yeah. I
Okay.
would put it, because one of the things that I love about group coaching, so if you're running a program, if you sell a course on the platform and say it's $1,000, right? It's $1,000. It's an 8-week course. It's an academy level course. There is group coaching in there, and you put it in there that it's going to be once a week that you're doing this group coaching, and this is what they're getting. That's an academy level course. When they are finished with that course and they've already been in a group together, right? That's a cohort that you have. I would then make a membership on my channel for them. They've already been through this together. It's a way for them to stay connected and to get additional content. So you've extended the lifetime of that customer. I mean, you're going to get lifetime customers on the platform anyway, but if you look at it in the coaching sense, after they've been through your programs, you're giving them the upkeep fee, right? It's so $1,000 course, but now I'm going to charge you $80 a month to stay and get updates from me, and I'm going to maybe do a monthly group session with you now. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So
So you're
upfront
extending
cost,
it. Yep. The
but
course is one
then
thing, but yeah,
on
it's
the end, also attach a fee for the coaching if they want to continue in that.
yes. And then they can
Okay.
continue and pay more to be, and then once that program is over, they're still working with you. But they've already gone through everything. So now they're just getting the updates, and they can stay in contact with you, and they're still getting great advice from you and new ideas. But it's not that intense $1,000 coaching that you were doing, right?
Right. And I hear from some coaches where they do, say, a 3-month package, 6-month package, that kind of thing. Would that be appropriate at this point, at the end of the course? Would that?
Yeah, I would do the course anyway if it feels most comfortable to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, my
Thank you
dog's
so much.
losing it. You're welcome.
Mhm.
Daniel, did you have your hand raised? I
Well,
thought
it
I
was
saw.
actually more of a comment in response to what Claire was talking about, and it was when you started up front, so it's maybe kind of a little lost here. But the thing I was just going to mention to people is that if you, and Bree hit this, if you will draw this out on a calendar and think through like how much content you really can have and then stretch it across, that's part of the reason why you don't want to do too many things at once, because candidly, you need more posts than longer things. And so you can layer on your additional services, but you kind of almost have to, like Stephen Covey said, begin with the end in mind. What is it that you want to really be selling them?
Right.
And then back in, how do you move them towards that target with your different courses and programs and lead magnets as well. And listen, I'm brand new. I'm just figuring this out, but I do have a fair understanding of how the CRM process works for follow-up and things. And so, yeah, that was kind of the one thing that I just wanted to chime in on, because it was kind of going through my head, and I'm like, well, maybe that would help everyone. I don't know.
Well, I appreciate your feedback on this. I mean, I've been at this for a while, but I'm still in learning mode because this whole platform is, new to me. So I appreciate any feedback I'm getting here.
And Bree, sorry if I'm the problem. You can hold up the sign.
No, no. It's not Daniel's fault right now. No, you did a great. That was great. No, I appreciate that. That was great.
So Bree,
And Bree, one last question. What's the difference between a course and all the other definitions that we're throwing out here? A course is just what your content that you're putting up, right?
Yeah. So a course is a regular course on the platform that you would upload, and it could be an evergreen. So we have the free course, we have the Genius Club, we have the premium, and then we have the academy level. So those are the different kinds of courses that you can put on the platform. And the channel is your community. It's something that you can constantly be feeding new information to. You can have it paid. You create those membership tiers on your own, whatever you want them to be at whatever cost you want it to be, all of those different things.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Joyce, go ahead.
So I was just going to add on to what Daniel just said. What I just noticed was that
Say
this
that
could be
again.
the constant income added on that way. The way I listened, Daniel just explained that. Would that be a fair summation?
I think so. Daniel, wanna?
Yeah, I mean, this is a you're trying to build a relationship with them.
Mhm.
And you don't want to move too quickly. You want to be able to move at their pace, but you need to show that you're in it to win it, as they say.
Mhm. Mhm.
And so here's what the concern that I have for many people is that, you could get really creative, get all jacked up, come up with a bunch of ideas and shoot them all out there in the first 30 days. Not really having a full follow-up plan for any one of them, more or less all of them. And so then what? Start a little smaller, go a little slower, test it out. You don't have to roll out the whole Taj Mahal thing. Get some stuff going on and then pay attention to how it's being received. And fine tune along the way. And then when you see the results are the way you want them to be occurring for your business, then you can really amp it up.
Mhm.
But you have to really,
And Daniel, I really, my thing is, as I have done in the past, I want my clients to see and to know that I'm there for them. Not so much for me, but I'm there for them and to create solutions for whatever the challenge is for them. And I think that's more important than anything else. To know that, to let my clients, the people that I'm working with, know that I'm here for you, period, long term.
Always.
However length of
Always.
time it takes, I'm here for you with this. And
Mhm.
if I don't have the answer at this moment, I'm committed to find the answer because you've asked it. So that's my idea of how I work with people.
Mhm. Yeah, and
Yeah, I
all
completely
all
agree.
I was adding on was that still you can set it up so you have income coming in.
Yes, absolutely. But I
Yeah,
want them to know it's
yeah.
beyond income. It's,
Yeah.
yes, I'm gonna have the income, but I
Mhm.
want them to know I'm here for you. I'm here to create the solutions and to help you solve whatever challenge in this area of wellness that, you may have
Yeah.
going on.
And that's
Yeah.
why you're doing it. It's like going to the doctor. Every time you go
Absolutely.
in, the doctor has to get paid. You don't go in and the
Yes.
doctor got to say, okay, this is a freebie. And you go and then you come, like I just went to the dentist. Went to one dentist, now I'm going to another dentist, and each one of these dentists are getting paid.
Yes.
So that's the way
I
I'm
was say,
looking at it.
that's not a freebie.
No, it's
not a
not.
freebie. It's not a freebie.
Take headphones when you go to the dentist.
Yep.
You can turn up the music really loud and not hear anything. It really is
Yeah.
great.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Good point.
Any
Friday,
other,
we're totally
these
off
are
point.
such
Stop,
great
stop,
questions.
time. Yeah, we're off target.
No, you're fine. It's great. Joyce,
No,
anything
I
else?
think
Any other
it's tying
questions?
in, Daniel. I think to me, it's making more sense now, just to be in dialogue here.
Mm.
So
I love that.
and Bree doesn't mind.
I don't mind at all. I have one more thing I wanted to show you guys, but I love taking questions because I think we need to talk these things out. We need to have this open forum where people can ask the questions or put out their ideas because I only know so much. This brain is pretty packed and I only have space for so much knowledge these days. So I rely on people like Daniel and Ann and other people that are Beverly that are in the room that I know all the time. They're always giving me great ideas. So Daniel,
Well, let me
I appreciate
reiterate.
it.
I'm sorry, Bree. Let me reiterate what I think I'm hearing here. So we there's a course is static, but when we put up the channel, that's ongoing, that's dripping
Correct.
information to the client
Correct.
over a period of time.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Well, I wanted to share something that I'm doing. If you were into podcasting or you're looking for some ideas, I thought this would be really fun. So I'm going to share my screen. This is something I did this afternoon. I'm excited I have a podcast all about the TV show Survivor. Yes, the reality TV show that strands people on an island and then they get voted off. That is what I do. Alex is my co-host along with another friend of ours named Brandon. And so this is my podcast channel. This is my community, my channel. Let me actually go back in here. So what I did was I actually uploaded, I'll go down to, this is the screen right here. I uploaded a portion of my podcast 25 minutes of it. I'm going to have to do it in parts. It's a very long podcast. It won't take the entire podcast. I'll do it in parts. But I then went in and I selected the language so I can do Chinese. I'll do Spanish for this one. It'll restart it. And now take a listen. This is my podcast. I'm only going to play a couple seconds of it here in Spanish.
Hola a todos, bienvenidos a esta edición especial. Esta semana tuvimos una gran noticia. Hemos sabido quiénes serán los 50 participantes y tío, hay mucho que decir sobre este reparto.
So now all of us are translated. My podcast can be in 41. Right now we have 41 languages available. I can have it translated so people can watch it from anywhere. I made it its own membership. So if I go up here and look at memberships, I can scroll down here and see this is the podcast, Spill the Immunity. People can join it for free. And then after I did that, I took this little clip, I went over to my podcast. This is my podcast over on YouTube. This is where I live stream. And then I played it and I uploaded a few minutes. It's 6 minutes long. I uploaded, this one's in Mandarin. And at the end, I invited people that wanted to be able to experience our recap of the show Survivor in over 40 different languages over, and they can join my free membership over on the platform. So you're talking about how am I promoting this out there? This is one way. We do have people that come and watch our podcast all the time. I just uploaded. It's got a couple views already. I'll take that. And I'm excited to see how this works out. And then if you look in the description here, I literally have the link that goes right to my channel so that they can sign up and join that membership for Spill the Immunity. So this is an exciting way if you want to put your podcast and have it translated into whatever languages and let people listen to it anywhere they want. I'm excited about it. This was really fun for me. My co-host, well, Alex won't care as much because he does this all the time, but Brandon has never seen it. And then David was actually a guest on the show. So I'm going to send it to him to share out as well and say, hey, look, you're speaking Mandarin. So I just thought it was fun. It's a great way to promote it. If you're already doing a podcast, record a little bit of it, put it on there, and then you can then upload that. I recorded it right off the platform in my studio. I use StreamYard. I just said share screen and let it roll. And it was able to, I did 5 minutes or so. And then I took it off and I just kept talking and saying, hey, if you want to listen to the rest of this in Mandarin or any other language, come on over, join us over here. It's free. So any questions on that? I'm going to remove the pin and make us feel more like a community group and not me on the big screen. And I'll put the PDF in the chat right now. And then we're going to get ready to move over because Beverly's going to be doing a amazing course spotlight about essential oils. So if you're like me, you might have a whole cabinet full of essential oils. I do. I have probably 100 of them. And she's going to show us how we can blend make our own magical blends to use for different things. And that's what her course is about. And so she'll be sharing that with us here in about 13 minutes or so. But anybody have any questions on anything else that I can help you with tonight? Kathy Lawson in the house. How you doing?
I am great. How are you doing? Looks like you have a great discussion going here.
We
So
do.
excited about these channels. I can't tell you. I hope all of you have gotten I know you've gotten some great information from Bree, but I got to tell you, the channels are exciting to me because this is where your personality, your unique gifts, they can come out every single day and reach the people that you want to reach and to be part of your community. So keep attending these trainings so you get your plan. It's all about having a good plan, right? That's what we always talk about here. And then roll it out a step at a time and really make it yours and make it unique and make it fun.